This Ram Warlock is one of the best truck deals today. I'll include a link to the Doug Smith Rams website in the description down below. If you have any questions, need any help, just ask for Brad. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get right into it. Under the hood is a 3-liter twin-turbo inline-6 that goes through an 8-speed. Fuel economy is 18 around town, 24 on the highway, with power outputs being 420 horsepower and then 469 pound-feet of torque. If you too want to be considered a great deal, then you better subscribe. 1500 Hurricane badge blacked out there on the side, and then you still get LED lights even with this lower Warlock package. Nice blacked out trim around the grille. We've got recovery points down below, and then we also have fog lights with this package, parking sensors too. This actually shares quite a bit with the Ram Rebel that's a lot more money. Speaking of shares quite a bit, 275 by 70 by 18, 33-inch tall tires just like the Rebel, blacked out wheels too. It even has the Bilstein shocks. Ram badge there on this side. We also have these unpainted mirror caps and door handles. They kind of go with the theme, right? This is a more affordable truck. And it wouldn't be complete without the Warlock decal on the side. When it comes to the configuration, this is a crew cab with the shorter bed. When it comes to key fob features, we got the Ram logo, lock, unlock, and then remote start. And then with the tailgate itself, it is dampened, so it does slow lower down. Not a lot of bed features with this particular truck, not even bed liner, but you can add bed liner after the fact pretty easily. Now the tailgate is very light, got the Ram logo too. More baseline tail lights, and then you have the dual outlet exhaust tips, and both the bumpers, by the way, front and rear, they can take an impact. That will sum things up for the exterior of this truck. This week's giveaway highlight is perfect for Mustang enthusiasts. The first car is a 60th anniversary GT convertible. You can't make a better date night car than that. The next car is a 1966 K-Code Mustang. It's got a V8, it's got a 4-speed manual, perfect for enthusiasts. And this is what you think of when you think of the word Mustang. Now, not only are the 2 Mustangs part of this giveaway, but also $34,000 in cash to help pay for the taxes. And your donations go towards helping children's and veterans charities. So use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. This will give you 4x bonus entries with any donation, $25 or more. Let's take out a look at the interior. Now it is a bit more basic with the trim inside here, but you got good storage below. Cloth trim here at the seats, nice stitching there to match everything, and got a little bit of under seat storage. Legroom back here is great. Got a little storage pocket, some vents there on either side. And let's actually check. And it's got the buckets too. Let's now take a look at the front. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, acoustic glass with this one. The front 2 windows are automatic, and then more basic trim on the door panel. 16/18 for the payload capacity with this truck. Cloth seats here. They are manual with the adjustments. Now take a look at the steering wheel. It's a little bit more basic with the trim. You have this like kind of perforated trim that's not really leather. Anyways, adaptive cruise control, regular cruise control there on the right side with your gear limiter, controls for the center stack there too. With the gauge clusters, you've got analog gauges on either side, and then the screen in the center, which you can use to see different bits of info and different stuff on the truck depending on what you're looking for. Backup camera in reverse, it does have a zoom function too. And then as for the infotainment system, it's like the perfect size. It's not like the quickest thing on the planet, but it's actually pretty quick for a Ram system. And then you do have the 12-volt up top. Now with that, we've got a bunch of physical controls below for the radio, climate, single zone climate with this. And then you'll note that we have your tow haul, parking sensors, stability, and then trailer brake controls in that area. This does have the dial shifter, part-time four-wheel drive system with a 2-speed transfer case, auto stop start. It's got off-road cruise control and an axle lock. And then with the center console, but it's also got cup holders, and it's a seat because it's a bench seat. There's no storage. Oh, there is. I lied. There is storage at the very bottom of the seat. This thing is darn practical. And there's storage above the glove box. And even though it's base model, it still has the power sliding rear glass. 2026 Ram Warlock, $56,195. Let's see how this performs. Off in the Warlock. Let's see how it scoots. Now I'll say right off the bat, the acoustic glass makes a pretty big difference. I mean, this, and the inline 6 too. You know, it doesn't have the cool sounds of the Hemi, but it's also just a very, very quiet engine. So the insulation is nice. These seats are pretty comfortable for cloth seats. Sorry, I'm trying to recline so I get you guys a good view. And pretty comfortable seats, I think. And, you know, even though this is more basic interior, at least the plastics don't feel so cheap and chintzy. Like Ford plastics feel like really flimsy. It feels like solid plastic, so I do like that. Yeah, gotta love the smooth delivery. And the coil suspension front and rear helps out quite a bit. Independent front, solid rear axle. Oh, the seat clicked again. Yeah, this should be fine. Got to recline the seat quite a bit to get like somewhat of a decent view out of the GoPro. Oh man, that's got power. Man, it zooms. Once you get into it, this inline 6 is a lot of fun. Doesn't sound as good as the V8, but boy oh boy does it have power, and it's efficient too. I've actually had quite a few people over the last few weeks reach out to me and tell me they went in now that the V8s are available, and they test drove both of them, and they ended up in the inline 6. Again, I think that's exactly what Ram intended. They want people to be able to drive both, but they're going to end up leaving with the inline 6 because of the, you know, the big warranty you can get with them, and the power and the fuel economy means that, again, if it ends up being reliable long term, it's a great powertrain. And you know, you guys know I'm a big car enthusiast. I like rowdy engines. But you know, man, this is gonna sound so bad. I don't think they're necessary, right? With every single car. Like I have that, you know, I've got a V8 Jeep, and it's like, that's great. But I really enjoy driving the, you know, the LX, for example, that has the really quiet V6. It's like, it doesn't sound like anything really. I don't mind. So maybe this is the transition into where EVs might sound like not too bad of an idea. Still too heavy, still don't like charging, but you know, we'll see what happens. Maybe opinions will change in time. Man, this has got so much power. Smooth too. So, to conclude with the Ram Warlock, this is a good value. I mean, come on. You're getting a Rebel. It just doesn't have the Rebel name. It has everything else. It doesn't have the full... I guess it doesn't have the four-wheel drive auto. A little bit of a downside, but, like, you can work around that. You can certainly work around that. But, yeah, it's got tons of power. It's comfortable. It's got the off-road capability. It's got all of, I mean, tons of USB ports and outlet down below too. Like, it has everything that you want, and it's less than 60 grand MSRP. I don't know. I think it sounds very, very appealing to me in terms of a value proposition. So let me know you guys think about the Warlock package here, but I think you got to at least check one of these out. And I think a lot of you might end up leaving with one because you're like, yeah, I don't need all the other stuff. And it, again, it's got the, so like it's quiet in here. It's got everything. It's got everything. Go and drive one. Yes, do it now.